conclave is Mr. Rajiv Makhni, the popular television anchor of Gadget Guru. The popular television anchor of Gadget Guru and Cell Guru. He is also an author, besides being a successful entrepreneur, and is of course known as a gadget geek.
Thank you for introducing me as the moderator. The part that did not get introduced out here is that I'm also a parent of my daughter who's in Sri Ram School. So I think that is my most important role here. The others, I don't think very much. Today is jaw-droppingly out of the box different. And how do I know it? I mean, we haven't even started. How do I know it? I'll tell you how. Look at the topic. The topic is follow your dream. This is all about true life. Honest stories by people that have done out-of-the-box things, risen from the ashes, gone against all odds and built a dream, followed the dream, and have reached dizzying success. And as an example, I'm going to start off with the first one, and that is, you've already been introduced to her, Ms. Karuna Nandi, eminent Supreme Court advocate, respected for her well-formulated ideas and opinions on various television debates. By the way, she's been on television other than just on debates. She litigates for human and gender rights, concerned as an UN advisor. Now, the really cool part, why I'm saying that she starts all this off, how did we do the ranking? Because she chose the ranking. That's amazing, because mostly whenever I moderate any discussion, the first one is the one that is impossible to convince. She actually opted for it, so I am so looking forward to it.
So when I was 4, people used to ask me, as they do small children, because people don't know really what to say to small children, what do you want to be when you grow up? I used to say I want to be the owner of a BMW with single-minded determination. Turns out I was wrong. So Aristotle, Plato, and the Stoics spoke of a happiness that is beyond the pleasure of consumption. They called it eudaimonia. It's a happiness that springs from a meaningful and well-lived life, that comes not from what one has, but what one does. So scientists, psychologists, and statisticians have started measuring happiness in scientific ways, right? They use neuroscience, biochemistry, self-reporting, and other ways to measure happiness. And what they find is very interesting. They confirm what the Greeks said. Whether you're 14 or 40, the rest of our lives are still pretty much blank canvases. So let's take each moment that we're given and let's create great art. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to move on to speaker number 2, and this is Vishal Gondal. I think every person who's a student here must be knowing him because of the gaming part of his life. The talk that he's going to give you today is very much from his heart. He's a very passionate person. Every single thing that he does, including selling companies for $100 million, is done with a lot of passion. So maybe please have Vishal Gondal.
Most of us want to be either engineers or doctors or MBAs who are just trying here to think what is in the box. There are a lot of things outside the box. Education, which you are all part of, right? You're all getting educated? So education is what people do to you, correct? I do not propagate education. I propagate learning. Learning is what you do to yourself. I think that's really what needs to be done. I used to love playing games. And like all of you, my problem was how the hell can I continue playing games without anybody obstructing my, my choice? And behold, I started learning to program games. And how did I do that? I did that. There were no schools. There were no, there was no internet in 85, 86. I went and bought some books, not online, from some stores here and there. Self-taught myself how to do programming, and that's how my journey to start making games started. If any of you wants to make $1 billion, here is an idea for you. Here is an idea for you. Think what you are passionate about. Identify the dragon you want to slay, and go all out for it. And every time people tell you that what you're doing is stupid, what you're doing is wrong, ye nahi chalega, believe that that is the right track. You're on the right track. That is the real way to judge what you're doing.
Barkha is here with us, and it would be a great disservice to all of you, not to her. If I was to go through this introduction for her, I will do one from the heart. This is Barkha Dutt, my colleague from NDTV.
I think that I mostly do not get the approval of the front row seats in any school that I've been to. In fact, when I do go meet students, I always say to the teachers and the principal that I'm absolutely the wrong person to invite to a school because I will say all the things that you will think I should not be saying. Unfortunately or fortunately, I was like that when I was your age as well, in school. From the beginning, I had a sense of not fitting in with what was expected of me. I don't know how many of you have had that feeling. Let me just ask you, have you ever had a feeling when what your parents want you to do and what your teachers want you to do and who they want you to be is actually not who you are? Raise your hand if you've ever had that feeling. Nobody from the front row, it's been pointed out well that nobody from the front row raised their hands. So I just think that we have created such a conventional, conformist, and claustrophobic education system that my advice, I'm no one to give you advice actually. I used to hate when I was in school, people used to come and tell me what to do. My advice is therefore just going to be that don't let anyone tell you what to do. Not me, not any of these speakers, not your parents, not your teachers. There is great value to rebellion. There is great value to rebellion.
25 साल बहुत बड़ी चीज़ है. You know, I'll tell you exactly what I was doing 25 years ago. Okay, you want to hear that? I was knitting sweaters. Yes. Exactly 25 years ago, I had a dream to start my own kitty party house. The biggest I could dream and achieve, biggest. You got to keep continuing to do what you love. I have a favorite movie called Meet Joe Black. Usme the lead guy says, you never know when the lightning will strike. So I told him, I said, I will continue to do what I love. I don't know when the lightning will strike. Because you do it for the love of it. You do it every day because you love it. It makes you equal to everybody else. And you love it unapologetically. You don't even apologize for how much you love it.
I had a horrible time when I got started. It was our darkest hour back in 2001, 2002. But, you know, and there was a partner of mine from Harvard Business School who had started Chris Capital with me. And in 2001, he moved on, do his own thing. We had some other churn, others moved on. And I said, you know, I've taken money from people. The one thing I cannot do is give up. And I was lucky that I persevered. And I think one of the most important things in life is to have grit and tenacity and perseverance. It's more important than having a fancy education. I persevered through that darkest hour. I reassembled my team. And I was around then for the golden period of investing. Be optimistic, be brave, be good. Thank you.